Hey, hi, how are you?
Hi, my name's Mike Bell with Manhattan Associates.
Hey, good. I was just waiting for your call. Thanks for calling.
Sure. How are you doing today?
Good. How about you?
Pretty good. So, looking through your resume, I don't know how much your recruiter mentioned or told you about what we're doing. Is we're looking for a number of contractors, and we're doing phone screens on people before we bring them in. Read the resume, set up phone screen, and then if the phone screen goes well, we'll bring you in and have a more formal interview. Okay. So, why don't you tell me about what sort of work you've been doing?
Yes, sure. I really appreciate your time to talk to me today. So myself, I'm actually Meghna. I've been, primarily working as a Java developer right now. So I've been primarily working on that from past 7 to 8 years now. So pretty hands-on experience with entire SDLC, like designing, development of the, code primarily. 70% of my time I do that. There's 20% on test-driven development, primarily working with frameworks like Mockito, Power Mockito, and then also JUnit. And last 10% primarily on Agile with the 2-week sprint cycle. And currently I'm working with Cox Automotive right now on their native apps and infrastructure team. So as part of the current architecture, I'm working with Angular 4, HTML5, CSS on front end with Node.js, with MongoDB as a backend database, and also had experience with Spring Boot, creating REST services, web services using Jersey as well as JAX-RS, Git for version control tool, and Jenkins for CI/CD. And just wanted to touch upon my experience on AWS as well as other experience on cloud too. In the current project work with EC2, FBase, all those things.
Okay, so what sort of application are you developing right now?
Yeah, sure. So Cox Automotive, I'm actually developing an internal employee authorization grant application where all the employees within Cox can log into the application, submit their timesheets, and also help submitting different projects that they're working on, look at the status of the projects, and then we have an internal service desk account that I'm actually integrating that with the current application basically. It's more like an internal, employment management system, I could say, EMS.
Okay, what sort of authorization technologies are you working with?
Uchal, can you repeat that, like optimization technology?
The authorization, so you're dealing with an application like people looking.
Yeah. I'm using OAuth 2.0 basically. So I was actually setting up like single sign-on with some 2.0 authentication. So I was using OAuth 2.0 basically to set up authorization and then authenticate users.
Okay. What sort of development do you prefer the best? Is it UI? Is it back-end services? What area do you prefer to work on?
Yeah, to be honest, I actually worked on from end to end, basically both front end and back end. But I would be little biased, towards back end. I could say 60% on the current role I'm working on back end and 40% on basically front end. I could say.
Okay. And what's the next technology you want to learn?
Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to learning about containers like Docker as well as Kubernetes. So pretty wanted to know about those and learn about that, and also like Mesosphere, so those kind of environment.
Okay. What sort of questions do you have for me, or what questions do you have for me?
Yeah, sure. So I didn't want to take time, thanks for your time to talk to me. So one quick question is, I just wanted to know what is your current technology stack? That would be helpful to know.
Okay. We have a legacy application, or an older application, several of them that were built on J2EE platforms. They started off, they were doing WebSphere application server. We've moved them JBoss, and we moved to Tomcat apps. And the primary application is a warehouse management solution, and it's roughly 10 million lines of code. And we can't turn around and let's rewrite the whole thing because it's so big. So what we're doing is we're decomposing it into microservices, which we're running on Spring Boot apps, and we're deploying that into a Docker Swarm, and we're using Docker Swarm as our deployment and orchestration tool to help that run. So as we're going through the process of analyzing how the migration, we're not just reviewing, okay, take this functionality that you've been doing in this version and make it work with microservices. We're reviewing it down to, should we be doing this at all? So it's a very large effort, and there's a lot of challenges because the technologies, there are so many of them with the, start dealing with the newer stuff, not just Spring Boot, but Elasticsearch and Grafana, Kibana, and, some of the other things that we're pulling in, and along with Docker. And, we're bringing in contractors to help in key areas that, we have bottlenecks that we need to speed things up on. Did I answer your question?
Sure, I think, that's a pretty great answer. You pretty much covered everything I was looking for. So, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I was actually in the current project, I was also using Docker Swarm for orchestration. So I had good experience on creating Docker files and also setting up communication between containers using Docker Bridge. And also we use Kibana dashboard for monitoring for some of our environment. So I'll be able to kind of contribute there as well. So, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Good. Any other questions for me?
I think that's all pretty much. Just wanted to ask your infrastructure. I think that's pretty much what I said.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to forward your resume off to my recruiter and tell him that we'd like to see him, like to have you come in and give us talk to us a little further.
Sure.
I'll have him set up another interview, and then we can go through it. You could come on in the office and talk to it then.
Yeah, sure. That sounds pretty good. Okay.
Okay, good. Well, I hope you have a good weekend, and you should be hearing from us soon.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.